An American father is waiting to be reunited with his family after they finally escaped Gaza yesterday. John Rauschenberger says his daughter, son-in-law, 5 grandchildren are all now safe in Egypt, hoping to make their way back to North Carolina. And John joins me now from his home in Naples, Florida, with more. John, first, I can't imagine. What was it like to finally get that phone call from your daughter, Emily, this morning?
Oh, it was absolutely ecstatic. It's hard to describe. And, you finally let all your stress out and high-fiving and let the rest of the family know. And we were just absolutely wonderfully happy and can't thank enough. We got so many people to thank to help our family that kept the light on getting the border open. And now we got to help all the other Americans get out and foreign nationals and eventually pray that we can they can get the hostages away from Hamas. But it was the 4th of July, January 1st, everything all rolled into one.
I understand that Emily's husband was actually not on the list of people approved to leave Gaza. How concerned were you about that, and how did they all manage to get out?
Well, we discussed it before they went in. We had a short conversation, and I said, Emily, you've got to go through. He'll be. They said the British citizens would come out in a day or two, and I think for a moment she was quite stressed, but they agreed. And then he said, I'm coming with you, and I'll plead my case. And he got through the Palestinian side, and they sent him over to the Egyptian side, which was a little tougher. But I think he pleaded the case. I'm a Brit citizen. My wife and 5 kids are Americans. You got to let me go with them. And he's a salesman, and we're so happy they're all together. They got on a bus, American bus, and the embassy took them to the Intercontinental Hotel in Cairo, which is across the street for the embassy. So we couldn't be happier for our family, and we want to now help the other families any way we can to cross the border. Interestingly enough, if I can share real briefly,
please,
Emily said the real stress yesterday at the border initially was they didn't keep families together. And there were even American families that were on the list, but part of the family wasn't on the list. And so there was quite a bit of stress. So hopefully that other half of the family is getting out today. But I've got to say, once we got through, the American embassy and consulate people have stepped up to the plate. And we're sourcing tickets for her to fly home right now.
John, now that they're safe, and this hopefully is a little bit easier to talk about, what has the process been like over the past few weeks? When was the first time you heard from your daughter and realized she was trapped in what is now a war zone?
Oh, I think the very first day. I think it was, October 7th, I think it was. She called and said, Dad, they were there just for a week to visit his alien mother and family on an olive tree farm in an agricultural area in the southeast corner of Gaza. And they knew right away they were in trouble. And then within 24 hours, the IDF told them to move. They had 2 hours to move, and they were going to bomb the area since the farm was right near the border. And then they moved to Yan Kunis, I think it was, and 2 days later they moved him immediately. I mean, it was everything got shut down and the border was shut. So I think they knew from the get-go. So they went through almost 4 weeks of that stress, which is tough on anybody. And all the foreign nationals and the Americans that were there, and they knew it from the get-go. And what worried me the most, I know people were working on this and we were trying to draw attention to it, is that the longer they were there, the more risk they were at. And so I was really at the beginning of the 4th week, I was stressed. And I had to scrape Emily's mother off the ceiling most nights. And she's in Washington, D.C. with her sister waiting to find out where they're going to fly into, New York or D.C. or whatever. With her 2 brothers, one brother's in Reston outside D.C. and her other brother's active military aviator out of Norfolk, Virginia. But we're just excited and can't wait to get them here. But they're safe in Cairo, and they're being well taken care of. And we want to now focus on helping other people cross that border.
Well, John, we're so happy to hear it, and I hope to be able to have more conversations like these with so many other families in the coming days and weeks. John, thank you for sharing your story with us.
My heartfelt appreciation to ABC.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.